What's up, guys? Chaplain Mark here. Beautiful fall day here in the great state of Michigan. Lions flags flying. They finally got a team they could halfway be proud of. They still suck in my opinion, but who am I to talk? Anyway, we in this 1995. Where does the time go? When it's Lincoln Mark VIII, guys. Truly one of my fan favorites. I've liked a lot of cars as a kid. I got enamored with the Lincoln Mark series. Mark VII was actually my favorite of the Mark series. The Mark VIII was a little bit weird, it's a little bit too out there for me, if you will. I love it now more, and I can appreciate it now. It's a lot more comfortable. I've had a Mark VII. This is my second Mark VIII. This one's only got 50,000 miles, low miles. Been taken care of ish. Cosmetically, it's got some dings and things like that here and there, but mechanically she's still pretty sound. She's got the 4.6 dual overhead cam, V8, almost 300 horsepower, not quite. Very good numbers for the year in which this car was produced. It was quite a marvel at the time. She was pushing good numbers. She still feels very strong and healthy. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little ride and review of how she holds up now after almost 30 years later. Almost 30 years, guys. The interior, still one of a kind interior, that's what I like about these older cars, especially Lincolns, the Buick Rivieras of the day, those kind of touring coupes, they were creative. You had guys that knew how to design a vehicle. It wasn't cookie cutter. They designed a vehicle, and they was given rein to be creative. Everything's driver centric in this vehicle. The radio, it wraps around you. It's like you're in a fighter jet, almost. Car rides very, very well. This one doesn't have air suspension anymore, so it's a little bit tighter, a little bit stiffer, not quite as plush as it did come from the factory, but still a overall very, very good ride. I haven't even washed her up yet. She's just out here getting a little breathing in, but very, very comfortable car, adequate power, and unique. The Mark VIII is one of those cars that's unlike any other car. When you see one, from the outside to the inside, she's not trying to pretend like she's nothing else but what she is. And that's great, people can learn a lot from the way older cars used to be designed, They didn't have to be like nobody else, They wasn't striving to be, the latest and greatest as far as looks. They just wanted to be in their lane, catch an eye, and, it wasn't going to be for everybody, but for the people it was for, they were enthusiasts to it, Lincoln always was, a lot of times Ford's, creative arm. They created luxury and things like that, but it was something you could get your hand, do something different, let's shock the people a little bit here. And that's what this car did. It didn't really sell probably as well as they should. And, when you drive in a car like this, what you're really doing is this particular vehicle, you kind of witnessing the death of the American coupe of luxury, the touring vehicles. so to speak. This was the last vehicle that Lincoln would introduce that was like this, you know. The Cadillac Eldorado, its competitor. The the Lexus LS400, SC400. My apologies. I've had both. I've had the Lexus SC400. I've had the Cadillac Eldorado, all in the same generation. You know, the big V8s with the 32 valves, you know. And I tell you, they all have their own characteristics. But if we just talking pure creativity and uniqueness, this car wins hands down for that, you know. It's designed, the way it wraps around, you know, the radio layout, everything. Maybe not so much the radio, because this is, you know, Ford's finest. But this car is definitely in a class of its own. Now, when I talk about the other cars, you know, the Cadillac Eldorado and the Lexus SC400, great cars. The Cadillac was doomed by the North Star V8, you know. But, you know, even then, when she was running good, you know, they ran good, great numbers, all that kind of stuff. The one thing I will say about this Ford's 4.6, this thing is strong and robust, you know. It took care of business. It didn't play no games. A lot of powertrains, you know, engines, transmissions, stuff like that. You know, the car would be beautiful, but, you know, it'd be lacking something. This one didn't. And I can say that about the Lexus SC400 as well. It was solid all around. And if you want the poster child of dependability, well, 90s Toyota, well, you know, we're not even going to try to compare nothing to it. But as far as creativity in a vehicle, this right here, you know, as good as it gets. And it's a car you can enjoy to ride. So I just wanted to take you guys out on this nice fall day, give you a little my opinions on the 95 Lincoln Mark VIII. Great car, great driving experience. Definitely in the class of its own. You know, I wish cars were more simplistic as far as giving customers what they wanted. You know, giving customers what they want, something creative and different. Now we in the age of forcing people to have stuff they don't even want no more. You know, I ain't even gonna get into the politics of it, but you know, this was a time when people was going to the drawing board and giving people their best. Hopefully the American car companies get back to creativity and giving customers the best they can. A different driving experience, so to speak. But that's all I got for you guys. Hey, listen, if you get nothing else from these different videos I'm producing, each car has its own unique personality. This car, to me, defines uniqueness and personality. I hope you embrace your uniqueness and personality. You know, don't be like everybody else. Allow God to use your creativity. You are one of one. Just like this particular Lincoln is one of one. Maybe old, maybe a little outdated, but she's definitely a classic. And we got to get back to appreciating our classics. That's all I got for you guys. It's your favorite chaplain, and for most of you guys, your only chaplain, signing off, telling you to be blessed and be a blessing. Be kind to somebody.